I know Arnie talked about him. I drafted him. I've had him all year. He's only 30% owned. He's got a 255 average with 10 homers, 8 stolen bases, 39 runs, and 31 RBIs. Guys, you want Laureano on your team. Oakland is going to get hot going down the stretch. Pick him up. He should be higher than 30% owned. Merrill Kelly. Arnie and I do not collaborate before these shows. Let me just start by saying that. Merrill Kelly at 41% owned is a poor man's Mike Soroka. Okay? Now, 7-6, 3.73 ERA, 63 Ks and 82 innings pitched with a 101 whip. Merrill Kelly is a good pitcher, guys. He's one of those guys you can stash in as your 3-4 starter, and you don't have to worry about him, okay? Now, per Arnie's instructions, I'm not going to talk about the next 3 guys, but I do want to talk about, Arnie knows this, I am the only one talking about this guy. I've been talking to him about this for about 2 weeks now. I'm officially putting him on my list. Steven Brault. That's right, Steven Brault. He is 3% owned, guys. No one else is talking about this guy. You may be like, Chappy, what the hell's wrong with you, right? Look at his stats. He's 3-1. Yeah, it's 4.40 ERA, 40 Ks and 47 innings pitched, and a 1.55 whip. That's nothing special. Here's the thing, okay? This is what happens when you listen to local news. He worked on his cutter or slider. I think it's a slider. His slider. He started working on his delivery on his slider. And what he wanted to do is he wanted to get the release point. I think it said he was going from around a 120 angle. He wanted to get it more of like a 145 at 150 angle. Okay? So in other words, a 120 angle, the way I envision it, you're looking from 12 to about 4. A 150 angle, you're looking at a 12 to a 5 or a 12 to a 6, okay? So since he's worked on that, since he's refined it and improved his grip on this slide piece, the last month, Steven Brault is 3-0 with a 2.05 ERA and 22 Ks and 30 innings pitched with a 1.40 whip, okay? Arnie says, I knew it. So, I'm telling you guys, and I'm walking a walk. I have him in both of my important leagues. Both of the leagues that mean the most to me, I've picked up Steven Brault. And I'm going to ride that ride because I've seen things, I've heard things that signal an improvement coming. And he's shown that, okay? So all good things with Brault. I think that having Ray Searage helping him as well. I think Ray Searage is really good for young pitchers. I think where Searage gets in trouble is when he starts to have guys who've been around a little bit longer, they ceiling out, okay? But Steven Brault is someone who I am highly suggesting if you need a pitcher, if you need basically a guy that's going to go in and not hurt your numbers, this is a guy. This is a guy you want, okay? So, Arnie, as per your instructions, I got a lot of guys here to talk about. One other guy I want to mention, and then I'm going to jump off of here because I do need to eat dinner as well. How about Colin Moran? Arnie's boy, Colin Moran. Here's a guy who is just 11% owned. He came over in the Garrett Cole trade. Wasn't supposed to start the year, as kind of an afterthought. Jung Ho Gong was supposed to be the starter. Dude flopped. We all have heard about that. All Colin Moran did was come in and produce. Colin Moran's hit 269 and 197 at-bats. He's got 10 homers, 25 runs, and 40 RBIs. All serviceable, right? Here's the thing, though. He's got everyday playing time. And fact of the matter is, here's the thing that sticks out to me with Moran. Last season, in twice the at-bats, Moran had 11 homers and 58 RBIs. He's got 10 and 40 already this year. Here's a guy who's ascending. He's going to have plenty of opportunity. Brian Hayes isn't ready yet. This is a guy. Yeah, Kang is what I clean up all afternoon. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Arnie. He's hot mess. He wasn't always, which whatever. That's neither here nor there. So anyway, Moran's already at his threshold for what he did the entire year last year. I look for that to continue to improve. I look for his batting average to go up. I look for him to become a real important piece to what the Pirates do the rest of the year. So, that being said, I'm going to leave a little bit of meat on the bone, if you will, to talk about with Arnie at 9 o'clock. For those of you with me, come back and watch the 9 o'clock show. This is, probably one of the most fun things that I do. Most fun. Arnie is great. He's one of my buddies. We talk throughout the week. Every week we talk 3 or 4 times and text pretty much constantly. But this show at 9 o'clock is must listen. If you're a fantasy baseball aficionado, you come back and listen to me and Arnie at 9 o'clock. So for that, I'm going to sign off. You're listening to Chapp's Fantasy Chat, Tuesday nights at 7. Check out Arnie pretty much anytime you want. But what I care about is Tuesday nights at 6, right before me. We make quite a duo, I think. So thank you all for joining the chat room. Thank you all for hanging with me tonight. I'll see you guys in about 50 minutes. Chapp's Fantasy Chat. I hope you enjoyed. Until then, good night.